Nigeria's 2019 presidential elections will be the country's sixth since 1999, when it ushered in democracy, following long years of military rule. These elections have been tainted by corruption, violence, and rigging. But the 2015 polls, during which the incumbent president supervised his own defeat by allowing the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) unprecedented independence, were different. Irregularities had been blamed on widespread illiteracy, poverty, prolonged military rule, and corruption. However, contrary to beliefs in some quarters, INEC is leaving no stone unturned to build on the gains of 2015. And the current Nigerian leader has shown enough to let all know that he has no plan to erode INEC's independence.
We have insisted that votes must count. Policy of non-interference in elections. INEC has so far, since 2015, conducted fair and credible elections in 195 constituencies nationwide, which have been attested nationwide to be qualitatively better than previous elections.
Some may dismiss this on the notion that the electoral body cannot be trusted, but moves by INEC to enshrine transparency in the coming polls blow such premises out of the water.
We are going to start from the top, so that when you roll up, the marked ballot paper will not smear the box or logo of another party and render the vote invalid. So it's going to be like this. We fold it from the top. Once you fold it once and you roll it again, it can only smear the back of the ballot paper. It cannot smear the logos or where voters are going to thumbprint.
According to legendary publisher Joseph Pulitzer, there is not a crime, there is not a dodge, there is not a trick, there is not a swindle, there is not a vice which does not live by secrecy. If INEC has a plan to rig the forthcoming elections, it would not open its doors to independent bodies that could discover and expose such machination. Corruption is allergic to transparency. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu has asked the European Union to support the implementation of its 2017 to 2021 Strategic Program of Action and the 2016 to 2019 Election Project Plan. This call for support from the European Union proves the readiness of the Nigerian government to do things right.
The Commission has already issued the timetable and schedule of activities for the 2019 general elections, and we have also sent an invitation to the EU to send the long-term observer mission on the basis of the existing timetable, just as it was done in previous elections. Remember also the EU sent the mid-term review of its 2015 report.
President Muhammadu Buhari has also assured Nigerians and the international community that the forthcoming general elections will be free and fair, saying it would usher the country into another climb of maturity, peace, and unity. This may sound like political rhetoric to those willfully blind to President Buhari's public declaration of unwillingness to financially induce voters with public funds. Buhari is the first Nigerian leader to openly declare he will make no move to buy the Nigerian electorate. He made this known during an interview with Arise News on January 5th, 2019.
In fact, I've already started, which I don't have to tell you. I've started telling the police and law enforcement agencies that if anybody tries to rig this election, at whatever level, I will deal with him. I don't tell the people what to vote. I ask them, vote for people that have qualified by your conscience to be voted into power.
These days, editorial board chairman Segun Adeniyi, who was part of the team that interviewed the president, had this to say afterwards.
No, I don't expect that the election will be sabotaged in any way. Right. I expect that we are going to have a credible election, and the winner is going to emerge. It could be either, there are several people in the contest. The only thing I can say right now is, for me as an analyst, somebody who has followed Nigeria election, is a two-way contest. It's between the president and the candidate of the PDP, that's Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Of course, there are other contenders there, perhaps even more credible than these two. But this contest, the way it is, it's going to be a straight contest. So it's either the president wins or the former Vice President wins.
Adeniyi is not just an independent media guru. He was spokesman to the late Umar Musa Yar'Adua, against whom Buhari once paired after ballots. When a man's way is right, even his fiercest critics would vouch for him. The United States government has also asked INEC to replicate its 2015 performance, and President Buhari has shown enough to warrant belief in the readiness of his administration to consolidate that precedent. It is uncertain whether or not President Buhari will lose the election like his predecessor, but Nigerians can be rest assured that the upcoming polls will not be rigged.